guys. We are waiting on Steven to join us. How's everyone doing today? Trying to make sure I got my computer right. All right. Well.
All right. Hey, everybody.
Hi, guys. We want to welcome everyone to our show. Goodness gracious. I want to thank everyone for all of the helpful thoughts. Whenever I hurt my wrist, we went out to the property today and worked. So my wrist brace is in the washer, or is it in the dryer? I don't know.
It's in the dryer right now.
Good deal. Always looking out for your wife.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So we have been super busy lately, and we are so sorry for the way it ended last week. My cell phone died, but
we didn't know that YouTube had a different thing when you. How did that work? You had to sign in.
Basically, I set it up on my phone. Set the live up on my phone, so I had to watch it. I had to do the live through my phone. I couldn't swap it to the computer.
So this time we're on the computer because we set it up through the computer.
We have these Homesteads here. Miss Cindy's here. And
Lulu's here.
Yeah. I want to know why. There's something weird about going on right now.
What's going on? What's going on?
None. Never mind now.
All right. We had a little situation with the computer for a second.
No, we had a really good day today, and it was like I didn't film none today, and I wish I should have, but the kids, Gracie and Courtney were out there. We helped us. We broke through. We made it through.
We made it through to the back.
Yeah, we can't drive the truck back there yet because of all the
stumps.
The stumps, but we got back there. We got
what do you think, a 20 to 30 foot wide path going through there?
Yeah.
And it's probably like 150 stumps at least.
It's a lot. It was a lot. So I'm glad all the heavy lifting is done for now anyways. We still got some brush piles to mulch up, but I mean that can happen at any time. We're not in no rush to get that done.
We piled the brush on the edge of the driveway, in the trees, and probably about 10 foot off the roadway, 10 to 20 foot. And if we don't get to it anytime soon, it's going to be fine because we've been seeing a lot of rabbits there anyway. And that's good for a rabbit, like little rabbit dens. So if not, we can use it for hunting. Go kick the pile and the rabbits come out and go boom, boom.
You're funny. So we've just been, we're kind of trying to decide what we're going to do next as far as the stump goes. We're not 100% sure, but we'll have something figured out by next weekend.
I was just looking on, what's that Facebook site?
Marketplace?
I was just looking on Marketplace and I seen a backhoe for $9,000. A full-size backhoe. And it looks in good shape. It looks in very good shape. And I'm really wanting to go look at it because that ain't a bad deal. And granted, it was built in 2000, but some of the older stuff is better than the newer stuff anyway.
Yeah.
So
Miss Connie Francis wants to know what size is your chainsaw?
It's a 545 Husqvarna. It's got a 20-inch bar on it.
So, and it's a good chainsaw.
I mean, it's I think it's 50. It's 50 cc's. I think. It has a lot of power. I do. I love it. It'll go through a tree with a split second. I mean, as soon as you hit it, you're through it. As long as you keep the chain sharp. I mean, as of right now, I've been using it this whole time cutting trees, and I haven't sharpened the chain not once yet, and it's still going like a champ. But the idea is not to hit the ground with the chain. Don't hit any dirt with it, because that's when it'll dull out.
My hair looks darker. Like it's been fried. I've been caught it on fire like
Hey, I've been smelling
so
hair
many times.
I've been smelling hair when I was back there cutting trees. I was like, "What does that smell like hair?" And sure,
Just
I was
the
like,
ambers coming up out of the ambers coming up out of
the barrel.
The barrel. It just like it always gets my hair, and I don't. Even when I pull it back, and I think that's why I like wearing it like loose like this, because if I pull it back, then you will be able to really see the
the grays.
The gray.
She got a little bit of gray in there.
No, I haven't. Thank you. I haven't colored it. It needs to be colored, but if I color it the way I want to color it, then my daughter will want to color her hair again, and then we will look.
They look like twins.
We do. And it scares me. Y'all have no idea. When I look at my daughter, my oldest daughter Gracie, it's like a spitting image of me, and I'm scared. Hopefully she is better to me than I was to my mama. I will tell you that.
Well, you were good. Don't make yourself feel bad.
After I had Gracie, I was good. It's random, but saw you on Just Rose video about the Homesteaders event a few weeks back. Awesome, Yes, we did. When we went to Homesteaders America, we seen Justin and we spoke with him, and Levi was up there going bok bok bok, because that's what he calls Justin Rhodes, bok bok. And
he said he'll remember that forever. Me and Justin Rhodes actually went, and well, his wife was fixing to speak at one of the conferences in Homesteaders of America, and I ran into him walking through down
the hill.
The hill.
No, we were going up the hill.
Yeah, up the hill, and he was like, "Come on and sit with me. We'll hang out and chat." And we hung out and chat for a little while, but he said he'll remember us just by the bok bok, because he's like, that was the first time he ever heard that, and I was like, all right. But yeah, we usually go on vacation to North Carolina, and we've actually tried hitting up some of them on
some of the bigger YouTubes.
We tried hitting them up on doing emails and stuff, just to go over and hang out or go over and help them out or whatever.
But there's a lot of privacy issues and everything else. So
yeah, and plus, but when we went on vacation, it was the big pandemic thing, so nobody really wanted nobody over their houses and stuff, so we weren't able to do that. I mean, but I think everybody knows now it's just a big hoax.
You're not supposed to say that on YouTube.
Why not?
No, but so does anybody have any updates or want any updates from us about anything that we're doing, or y'all have any questions? If you are new to the channel and you want to know a little bit more about us, just let us know.
You got to read them things.
Yes, I actually tried. These Homestead, I tried to talk my husband into taking us for the business weekend.
Where's
For
that
the
at?
Homesteaders big business weekend.
We wanted to go to the one in Florida.
Yeah, the one in Florida, and then there was one in I think Tennessee. I think it was in Tennessee.
The one in Florida is
That's
closer to
that
us.
was the expensive one, and I wanted to go, but with the closing, and we didn't have the money at that time.
Yeah. We also wanted to go to Rory Freak's farm.
Yeah, that's the
That's
one
the one
he's
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
He told me no.
yeah, I
He's
mean,
always telling me no.
by the time you rented a place or you did an Airbnb rental and then paid $300 a person to get in, I mean that's 5 of us. And I don't know, I can't remember the kids. You had to pay for the kids too, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't think the kids. I don't.
Or the kids were free, or
No,
I can't.
We weren't gonna take the kids. If we were gonna go, we weren't gonna take the kids. Either I was gonna pay for you a ticket and you go,
and they would just sit. They would just sit at the Airbnb, and I was like, I ain't doing that. Yeah, I mean, and then spend however much an Airbnb, it was going to be probably about $2,000 to do all that. It wasn't. I didn't see it panning out right now in our time frame.
Not with us just now getting the property and all the work we have to do and everything else.
We got a lot. We got a lot going on. What else?
Foster Mom said, how long do you think it will take you to clear the land to build? Are you?
Well, we're not going to clear the land.
Are you doing for the build? So many people even use bigger trailers while home built.
Okay. We're not gonna.
He's gonna answer this one because I want to know this answer too.
Well, we're not gonna clear the land completely. We got like a little over an acre in the back where I don't know if you've seen it in the videos. There is a big grass pasture back there. Matter of fact, it's like winter rye and oats that are planted there. And we got the driveway coming in off the roadway, going to that back pasture area. The rest of the property is nothing but pine trees. And they can be harvested in time to come, but we ain't going to cut them all down because we'll be able to make money off of them when they get big enough to be able to. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear out the underbrush, which is probably a good thing for having goats. So we're probably going to put some goats in there to actually help us out clearing out the underbrush.
Okay, so when are we going to start to build that?
All right. Well, that's another thing. When we find the best route of doing a pole building, I'd rather honestly be in a pole building than a mobile home. Honestly, but
like we can do a small stick built, or you could build one of those little sheds.
Yeah, I could. I was debating whether, because we want to do solar panels too. So, I want to make it. I don't want something too small to live in, but I want something not ginormous to live in, just because we have a lot of stuff that we have to, and I want to be able to have enough room in the house to store good things, and also have a decent sized kitchen for what we do and everything, and then just have enough room for the kids so we ain't all on top of each other.
Yeah, because right now we live in, for those of you who have not been following us for a while, we live in a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom studio. I have my own kitchen area that I put together myself on top of a little table. Our kitchen, we wash our dishes in the bathroom sink. I mean, it's simple.
It's very simple.
Like, behind us is mine and Steven's bed, and this is the living room. I mean, it's just we live simple. We love living. We like living this way. So if we do get a pole building or whatever, it's not going to be big. I do not want a big house. That is more for me to clean. I'd rather throw stuff away than have too much space.
That makes sense. The only thing I disagree with that is just everything we have, and you know the room we have for the area that we live in now compared to what we can make it when we have build our own place, or you know however we're going to live over there. After we get that enough, um, we don't need to pack stuff away and then forget that we even have it. You know what I mean? I want to be able to unpack everything, because on through that door right behind me, we got a whole wall of stuff, all of our stuff in totes. And we've been here for how long? 7 or 8 years now.
How old is Courtney? Courtney be 8.
Should be
So
eight.
yeah,
So
almost 8 years.
almost 8 years, and we haven't unpacked nothing out of them totes other than the Christmas tree and the Christmas ornaments.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's accessible. Everything else is just packed away. And I have a lot of stuff, pictures, and just I can't even mention all the stuff.
Yeah.
Just antique stuff. I'd like to have a special area for that. Just um but as in a house wise, I mean,
We
I'm more along the lines of a pole building, so I can have a garage with it. Have be able to pull in out of the weather with the vehicle or whatever. If I need to work on something, I got a garage. A mobile home, I think, is out of the question.
yeah, I
You
don't want a
know,
mobile home.
it's it's hard to work on them things. I mean, I do interior remodeling and construction work, and it is aggravating to work on them things. We've had,
As far
granted,
as finding parts and finding stuff that actually fits, yeah.
yeah, it's just aggravating.
Unless you're gonna redo the whole bathroom.
Yeah, redo the whole thing and put normal house stuff in it. But as in that, if we did do anything else, it'd be a pole building, or make our own,
Shed building.
shed building kind of thing. But
Um,
it would be bigger than ones you see on the side of the road.
I know, like, foster mom says houses these days are way too big. Keep the kids closer. Yes, I want to keep my kids close, because I feel like if you separate, like if I give Gracie her own room, Levi his own room, Courtney her own room, it's gonna go. They're not going to play together. They're not going to be nice. They're not going to be forced to be nice to each other. They're not going to get along. So honestly, I would rather have a 20 by 20 room, and I could just throw all 3 kids in there. That would be plenty of room. Plenty of room. And see, my girls, they want their own room, but I'm not going to do it. I refuse to do that because I want them to be close, and then I want them to stay close. Growing up, I always shared a room with either my brother or my sister. And by me sharing a room with my younger brother, it actually made us closer. Like we are like this. We talk every day. We like in the upcoming video, you will see me and my brother running across the floor, jumping into a big foam pit. Like
You're giving up the secret.
well, they're gonna want to see it. Like
I
we
know.
always have a good we always have a fun time together. These Homestead a place for a tractor. You know what? That tractor is going to be sitting outside up underneath a little shed, not in the pole barn.
What do y'all think about now? The fella that I was saying about earlier, I seen on Marketplace. He had a full size backhoe, 4-wheel drive turbo, John Deere. It was built in 2000, brand new. I just seen it on Marketplace. He wanted $9,500 for it, and he said there is some things you got to fix on it. But I messaged him back. I haven't got a message back yet. But just by the pictures, it's either sold already, or there's something terribly wrong with it because and you just can't see from the outside figure of the backhoe.
Yeah.
But it's literally a full size backhoe, 4-wheel drive, everything. The tires look brand new on it, but he said there's cosmetic stuff to fix on it. So I mean, you know,
Well, we'll go look at it whenever he messages us back.
now granted we don't have the money for that, but it's well worth it in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
It's
But on the property, Stephen has already given it away. We want to get some goats.
Well, probably briar goats or something like that, just to clean all the underbrush out of them pine trees.
Yeah, we are gonna get some pigs.
There is so much underbrush, and I can go on for 3-4 years with a chainsaw going through there. Really.
Yeah, we got we actually have someone wanting to give us American guinea hogs, I think they're called. They're the little pigs. But we're not going to. We don't want to put them out there on the property yet.
Yeah, we want to be able to live out there before we get any kind of animals for out there, because as in
or at least predators. I can get back there.
Yeah,
at least we can get it back there a lot easier.
Granted, we're only from where we live at now to where the property is only 10 minutes down the road. I mean, so it's not far, but just keeping animals out there without anybody being there, it's a lot of back and forth. That's not really necessary right now.
But if it was left up to his, if it was left up to me, I would already have animals out there. I don't mind driving out there every day.
Well, I don't either.
It would be an actual joy because I love being
we would
out
have
there.
to haul water. I mean, we would have to haul water. We don't got a well yet or anything like that for water. Granted, I think we have a spring on the property. I think we were saying that in one of our other lives.
Yeah, we took the shovel out there twice already, and we haven't dug the hole. See, I'm gonna have to put you to work.
You've been putting me to work.
I know. He said on the way home today that I've been ever since we bought this property, I've been on the go about getting the trees cut, getting this done, getting this done.
Hey, I got pretty much all the trees cut other than a little blockade in the front where our little parking spot is.
So on the way home, I brought up the discussion, what are we going to do next?
Now we have to get the stumps out of the ground.
Yes, so we can drive back there.
This is going to be fun. I was like, we can cut them flush, but bad idea. You're better off taking the whole root system out of the ground, because the pine, like we were saying last time, a pine, they'll rot out and then create a big pothole.
Miss Angie says, hey guys, we may have a couple of goats you may want. Can we get some goats?
Yeah,
now?
Not until we're out there. Not until we're out there. Yeah. There's coyotes out there. I mean, a lot of South Carolina. Where are they from?
They're from South Carolina, Angie.
Angie? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I mean, we deer hunt in the same county where we bought the property at, and we got mountain lions on deer camera. I mean, we got a bunch of coyotes, bobcats, coyote, and if you're not there with the animals, especially in a wooded area, I mean, because all there is woods around us. There ain't nothing, woods around us, and there's a cow pasture behind us.
Oh, gates. Oh, I'm sorry. I misread that. Miss Angie says she may have some gates. Miss Angie, I'm gonna put the email in the thing and email us so we can get in contact with you. She may have some gates, so we can put some gates out. We need to put some gates.
Yeah, that's why we didn't cut the trees down in the front yet, because we have a gate.
Like 4 or 5 trees. And she's also the one that's been talking to me about the lighter, the lighter stumps.
Yeah, the cedar.
Yeah, I had him pull out 4 lighter stumps.
There's a lot of them back there.
And there's actually, we were walking around the little field area, and there is like 4 or 5 more. So we're trying to get them all together and put them in one location. But let's see. Yeah, she's from Edgefield, so here.
Yeah,
Let me put that in there.
Edgefield ain't that far. Matter of fact, before we found this property, we were actually looking in the county where you're at. Matter of fact, that was Edgefield. That was the county where the dairy farm was. Was that the county where the dairy farm was?
Yeah, that was Edgefield. That was up 378.
Yeah, 378.
Coming out of Saluda on the other side of the line. We were looking at property up that way. All right, so I put our email in there so that way just email us. Oh,
yeah. I told her that her age is getting to her. I don't know.
You. Something's happening.
Say, hang in there.
I'm getting old.
She ain't that old.
I feel like I'm getting old. But no, we are super excited. And if there's anybody else that's in South Carolina that may have some stuff laying around that they are not using, just send us an email and we will get in touch with you and we will surely.
We like making road trips. I love making a road trip.
I know. Like we hauled a boat all the way to
Alabama.
This
has been many years ago, y'all.
All the way on the other side of Alabama just for fun.
I was out of work for a little while, and this I called a boat company up, and he was like, "Hey, you want to haul some boats for me?" And I was like, "Sure. Where you want to take one to?" And he was like, "Alabama." I was like, "Hook me up. I'm going."
Yeah.
So I drove my truck over there, hooked the boat up, and delivered it to a family's house over there on the was that the Mississippi or not Mississippi? What river was that? How's Mississippi? What river is over there?
I need to look at a map.
Mississippi River, maybe? I don't know. It was one of them big rivers.
I think it's the Mississippi.
I think it was the Mississippi River.
Because then we were all the way on the other side of Alabama.
I can't remember. I know it was in there a way.
Yeah.
What else we got?
You're definitely not old.
You're definitely not old. Nah, we ain't too old.
I know.
Some days I feel like it though. I'm losing my hair right here.
You need some of the Celtic Roots.
Yeah, I need some Celtic Roots remedies. What is it? What was that? Or who said that? Was that
beard cream? You and D's Homestead. Y'all are at it. Y'all are hilarious. Getting y'all two together is funny. We want to let's see what else I wanted to say tonight. Yeah, we're trying to update our tools as far as our clippers and
the stuff we've been dealing with it's old. I mean, granted, you know, we have a good wood chipper. We just need to take the blades off of it and sharpen them, or we can buy new blades. And the new blades for it are like $250
just for both sets.
That's for one set, and then the brush part of it to take the small branches and stuff on the top. That's another. That's like
that one was the $250.
Was it? Okay.
And then the side one was like $50 or $70, and those are the ones that you can the actual chipper. You can actually sharpen those yourself. You just got to take it apart. And you got to fix the grain chainsaw.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm thinking I'm basically going to take the chipper apart, I think, because paying $250 to get them blades, I think I'd rather sharpen them. Because I don't think they ever been sharpened. And you just can't you can't get the metal too hot when you sharpen them. That's the only ordeal.
And the clippers, the loppers, I call them clippers, but the lobbers we have, they are so old and worn out and dull, and
We had to sharpen them
they're
up.
aggravating. They are really aggravating. Yes, you do have to sharpen those up.
They have a lot of dents in them from
As
cutting
far
other
as,
stuff.
let's see.
Let's see. For your way, do I manually add your at? What you say?
Add your address. Actually, I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest. I have never worked a.
We never operated this little situation like this. I mean, I know just because we're subscribed to numerous other YouTube channels, because we watch YouTube just as well as y'all watch YouTube. But
Yeah, I
we
have
we
not.
we have no idea, as in, you know,
I don't know how it actually works. So, if you,
I mean, I know they have what do they have? Like a they almost have like a GoFundMe sometimes on YouTube. Subscribers actually give the YouTubers money to
we're
do
not
what
asking for that.
you know what I'm saying. I don't know. We are actually subscribed to a few YouTube channels that actually done that, and they actually got over $60,000 to fix their home. You know what I mean? Which is great, because they had a problem with their house, and it caused them to have to leave their house, and their children were getting sick. But and that's what they're in the process of doing now. But
Miss, see, foster mom. Okay, so if you have to manually add an address, the P.O Box is in the bottom of every video, and it's also under the community tab on our YouTube the homepage. Um, so I'm not sure if you have to do it that way or not. I've never ordered off of a list. I've never really messed with it. I created it when we first signed paperwork for the property, but I have not done any digging. I'm sorry. I'm hope that answers your questions. Off Grid Country Farm. Hey, how are you?
hey y'all.
Y'all got a lot of snow. Everybody in here had a bet that it was gonna snow this past weekend. It didn't snow.
They said we were supposed
They
to
went
have
to
snow.
work. Well, they didn't go to work. They went to the property to work.
Yeah. Now, granted, it was cold. It was very cold out, but
The chicken defeather thing, that is a plucker. That's a chicken plucker. Here lately, when we do our chickens or our quail,
we've been just putting
I
them
just
in.
skin them.
Yeah.
I just skin the I skin the feathers off. I don't pluck them, but I want one. I really want one. Whew.
What
Let's
else
see.
we
What is
got?
the? Yep. Let's see. What else is on there? Like I said, you were looking for a case for your chainsaw because it's like all over the place. Oh, you got a blizzard? Oh, I'm so glad because I don't want no snow. I'm telling you, like it feels like if it snows, like my kids and my husband don't want to do anything. They don't want to go out there to the property to do any work. See, so I don't
Hey
want it to
y'all,
snow.
I like
Even though I love the snow,
I
I
like to
don't want it to
snowboard.
snow.
I like snowboarding. I can't get her to snowboard. I got her to snowboard one time, and then she did too many face plants.
I won't
But
snowboard. Gracie is going on a trip in about 2 weeks, maybe 3. She's going to go skiing for the first time. She's going with my aunt. She's gonna go down the mountain. So we're gonna just wait and see what happens with her. We're super excited. I hope she likes it. She's done got my snow boots and everything else. She's done wrapped my clothes. I mean, she's all ready to go. I need to get my wrists are hurt. I gotta get my brace on. I hope it comes out the dryer.
no, it's not. All right. D said it's -2. Is that what it says right there? It's hard for me to
Yeah.
see that right there.
It was -2 when I got home last night. Y'all, I am so sorry. I hope that y'all get warm and y'all stay safe. And I guess talk to your wives and just husbands, don't aggravate your wives.
Like me.
He does it purposely. You do it purposely.
No, I just try to have the best. I make the best of it, y'all. I make the best of it. I try to have the most amount of fun each day as I can.
Hang on, Levi. Hang on. Come here. So we went to this party the other day, and Levi did not realize that there was a foam pit. So he ran off the edge of the board, or I guess the end of the floor.
It was at a gymnastics place, is where it was at.
And he just kept walking off. He don't know how to jump. He just kept walking off. I can't get it to buckle. You got to get your sister to do it. Hubby just getting back from hunting. What kind of hunting was he doing? Let's see. There's duck hunting is over today for us. I think today was the last day for duck hunting, I believe. Rabbit hunting. We have rabbit hunting right now.
I don't know when that goes out.
In March.
Is it March?
Yeah, I think so. Because turkey season comes in March.
I thought it was in February sometime. I haven't kept up on small game hunting, honestly. We haven't been small game hunting in a while, so I haven't kept up with it.
Bow season for deer still open? Man.
Where's that at? Where's that at?
Miss Cindy, where are you from? Ouch. Darn.
End of the month. Till the end of the month. Say hey, Levi. Say hey.
Within the next couple weeks, we will start doing some builds out there. Like I said, we're gonna do for Gracie and Corny's birthday. We're gonna do a tree house or a playhouse.
Hey y'all. She's committing a lot of stuff, and I don't think it's gonna happen. There's a lot of work. It will
happen.
It's a lot of work, especially working a full-time job too. There's a lot of work.
Oh, she lives in Arkansas.
Okay.
And then we're gonna build a outhouse. Just because if people come out there, or if they gotta go to the bathroom, you ain't gotta go trekking through the woods. You could just go in the outhouse.
Y'all, I had to use a tree today.
They don't want to know that. It's about 53 degrees here right now. It stayed like 40 something all day today here. It was cold. And the wind, ever since we cut them trees down, that wind comes straight through there, and it's like an ice that hits you. That's why we had to start a fire to warm the air up around us.
They didn't leave the fire, y'all. I did all the work.
No, I helped as much. He's asleep.
No, he ain't. Don't fall asleep, buddy.
Get up.
That's the wrong time to go night-night.
Come on, you can't fall asleep. He's been up. He stayed with his grandmother today, so he's been up all day long. And so, all right.
Here,
get down and go.
Courtney, go take him, please.
Move.
Take him to a play.
Go move around so you stay awake a little bit longer.
Here, buddy. Ooh.
Does anybody else have any questions for us, or want to know any more information? Yes, you can have a piece of cake.
Or do you know anybody with a backhoe for sale? That's a reasonable price. Because I think I'm going all out and getting a full-size backhoe rather than a tractor.
Oh, yeah.
It'll work good for taking these stumps out. The tractor ain't gonna do no good taking a stump out.
My muscles hurt.
Let's see.
foster mom left. Go ask Sissy to cut you a piece.
She's cutting some.
Here, you want some? What are we planning on putting in the garden this year? Okay, so I want to go ahead and put a garden out there on the property. I watched Homestead Rescue. I feel that we can do a self-watering garden system out there on that property. All I gotta do is just take a big tank of water out there and just leave it out there, and it would last for a while. I am planning on doing at least 4 garden beds out there with a little fence wrapped around it.
Hey.
And if we have to move the fence, we can. What?
Well, if we take a tank of water out there, how are we gonna unload it? With no forklift?
I'm gonna use your black barrel that you used to use for the horses on hauling water to the trail rides. And then we're gonna run it from one to the other. That's what I'm gonna do. Look at the look on his face.
I thought you were talking about that big tote, that big
No.
What are they called? IBT tote or something? IBC tote.
But yeah, I am gonna plant some. I want to plant some I want to plant some cabbages and just the normal stuff that I plant, like broccoli, cauliflower. I don't think I'm gonna do carrots right now because my carrots didn't turn out too great last year or this past season, but it will be happening. A lot of greens. I really don't know.
I like string beans.
I wanted to do some. I thought about just doing some corn, like some deer corn in one section of the field, so that way they will go to the deer corn and stay away from my garden.
That ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
Why not?
That ain't gonna happen. I can promise you.
Well, I could stick a little scarecrow. Will a scarecrow work?
Not if you don't move it every day. You have to move them things like every day.
Oh.
So they think it's real. If you just keep it in the same spot, they'll catch on.
We should have put some cameras out there while we've been doing this work to see if they're actually coming out to see what's going on.
They probably are. I seen some deer tracks today.
Yeah, we've seen some fresh ones. But
yeah, they're coming out there. I mean, that's the perfect spot to eat is oats.
Yeah, but I really don't know. They still get in the garden. They will not get in my garden if it is a 10-foot tall fence.
Hey.
I already got the corner post to do it. All I have to do is cut down some trees, dig some holes, stick like we're replanting the tree with no root system, and just go around it twice or maybe 3 times. They will not get in my garden.
And they will if you're not there. I can promise you.
You're telling me that a deer can jump?
If a deer don't get through it, a rabbit's going to. Because we've been seeing thousands of rabbits out there, y'all. I mean, since we've been doing work out there, I've probably seen over 100 rabbits. They're everywhere. I mean, instead of growing rabbits for meat, you can just go out there in the yard and shoot them, and you got your own meat. You don't even have to raise them. They just produce, and you go out there and get a rabbit.
Yeah, we do need it.
There's thousands of rabbits. I mean, as a matter of fact, I've seen 6 or 7 today.
We need to build some. Rabbit boxes or rabbit traps boxes.
So if it comes to having rabbits and doing rabbits for meat, you'd be able to just have the wild rabbits, just as well off as the ones you would raise. Because we have so many rabbits there. I can't believe how many rabbits there is there.
And it's not a very high. I mean, it was leased for hunting property, but before we bought it, but it was just one lady and her husband, and that hunted it. And that was once in a blue moon because they have a whole bunch of other land. And the only reason why they leased it is because they didn't want anybody else coming in there and just shooting whatever.
So it's been managed. It's been it's been managed
Yeah, it's
as
been
in
highly
hunting.
managed.
So there is some decent sized deer that we've seen on the camera.
And there is some chicken houses, maybe
Half a mile.
a half a mile from our house, and that's the only reason why the coyotes are there and they're so like heavy over there is because of the chicken houses.
Yeah. They got the broiler houses out there.
Look, Derek is actually he's actually reading my mind. He says chicken wire on the bottom of the fence will keep the rabbits out. Thank you. See, he supports me.
Well,
Good job. Thank you for supporting me.
yeah, but chicken wire ain't. I agree with you. I agree with you, Derek. But chicken wire is so brittle. That's the only thing I hate. That's the only reason why I don't like chicken wire. It's so. If you bend it a few times, it'll break on you.
Well, if
I
that
like
rabbit,
that.
if
I
that
like
rabbit
that.
keeps running into that chicken wire, so it will bend. Guess what?
It will. I mean,
That rabbit
I
can have
like
some
I
food.
like the little half-inch squares. I can't remember the name of it. What's the name of that wire?
Hardware cloth.
Hardware cloth is it called?
I think so.
It's like half-inch square metal wire, and you can get it in like a 3 foot, 3 foot tall roll. That's what I use for the chicken pen, but it works good for that. And people use it for inside on a chicken pen if it's up off the ground or something, or like a chicken tractor. They'll use it there.
Solar hot wire. See, y'all just keep giving me ideas. I could do that too.
Yeah. Hey, how about a 220 hot wire?
Yeah, but where are we gonna get the 220 from?
I'm just saying, you can make it 220, and you touch that thing, it'll knock you across the field.
No, what I'm saying is you can get a solar panel and hook one of the horse energizer electric fencers up to it.
Don't listen to her.
And then there you go. Just plug
Come on, man.
and press the play button and watch the rabbits go bye-bye. And the deer if they touch it.
She's gonna have this field all. We ain't gonna have a spot to put the house or whatever we're gonna build back there. If we have it all closed in with wire fences everywhere, you ain't gonna be able to get a truck in there to turn around.
We're only gonna have a 20 by 20 foot garden area for right now. 20 by 20 square. So that's what, 40 square feet? We can do it. We can do a small garden, so that way we can have more.
I'd rather
vegetables.
do raised beds. I'd rather do raised beds if we're not out there. I'd rather do raised beds and sit there and get the ground already. It'd be easier.
All right.
Because then you can move the raised beds if you need to move them later on.
So y'all have talked him into putting a garden up. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. We are
going to go solar. I think we're going to connect to the grid because the solar batteries are ridiculously priced. But we are going to go solar, so we ain't going to really have an electric bill. We'll just have a hookup fee every month. But
yeah, we are super excited and about doing it. Cody says aquaponics. We have heard of actually growing them in water, growing plants in water, but we just don't have that set up. We do not have that set up right now. To a point, it is free.
Yeah, it's
to
not,
a point. It's not 100% free, but it is to a point.
You can write it off on your taxes for a certain amount, but that it ain't free. I mean, we ain't gonna pay nobody to do the solar. we're gonna install it ourselves.
Girls, can you come get Levi, please?
Who else has any questions?
Does anybody else have any questions?
Hardware cloth. That's it right there.
Well, I said it was hardware cloth.
Okay.
Anybody else have any questions or comments? We're not going to be on here too much longer. We had a long day of work today, and y'all have talked my husband into doing a garden. Thank y'all so much for helping me on that. I appreciate it so much. Now, if we could just get to be able to drive through to the back property, to the back of it where that field is, like have him get all the stumps out of the way, we'll be good to go. We will be good to go. All right, guys.
Well, I'm trying to figure out about machine, because they want a lot of money to rent one, and I really rather buy one, buy a machine, and I just need some input on. Really, I mean, the only thing I'm leaning towards is a full size backhoe, like I was saying earlier, but.
You can always
there
buy the
ain't-
forklift for the backhoe.
But at first I wanted a skid steer, a track skid steer, but I was pricing them things out, and they were so ridiculously amount of money, and there was such a back order on them, and even on the used ones there were back orders on them, and the attachments for a skid steer is ridiculous, so expensive just for the attachments. So that's why I was leaning towards the backhoe, because you got the hoe and you got the bucket, and you could put forks on the bucket to pick stuff up, as in like feed for the animals when we order in bulk. Because as of right now, we haven't been ordering in bulk. We just been ordering, bag per bag kind of thing. So what do y'all think about what I was pretty much saying? Y'all have any ideas for me? Yeah, I know they're expensive. I was trying to find a used one. I don't want a new one. Yeah, I know new ones are about $150,000. I don't got that.
We're excited. We are super excited about our adventure and everything that's been going. It's been a cool journey, hasn't it, Steven? So far, just the start. We're just the beginning.
Well,
we're loving every second of it.
We've been doing homesteading for like I was saying.
Well, I know that, but you're redoing your property.
I know. Just I don't want people to think that this is our first rodeo doing it. It's not. It's just increasing the size. That's the only thing we're doing, is just increasing the size. But because for many years, we've been going from this living spot to that living spot, so we weren't able to actually do something in a dramatic difference in size and stay there. So as of right now, we are able to. So that's why we're trying to lay everything out and figure out how we're going to lay it out before we get there. And we're gonna, one of these times when we're out there, we're going to try to stake out an area just to get an idea of where a house would be, or and the best location for that, for where the septic would be. And we have to also go out there and try to see, where water is where we're the best spot to find water for a well. And we might have a natural spring on the property, because there is a spot on the property that's wet in one spot all the time. So that might be a spring that we might be able to turn into a pond. So that'd be great, for a water source.
Lulu's Treasure Trove. I was trying to ask what about the chicken thing. You have your wish list. Okay, that is a depulucker, a chicken depulucker. Basically, after you have did the deed with the chicken, you put the chicken in there after, and
You
it'll
got to put
depuluck
it.
it.
You got to put them in hot water first.
Yeah, but you
Drop them.
and it plucks all the feathers off. It gets all the feathers off, so that way you can keep the skin on there. Here lately, because I do not have one, I have just been
Just skinning them out.
skinning them out, skinning it out, so that way I just put the chicken into a freezer bag and I freeze it. I did that with the quail. I've done that with the chickens. I still have roosters that need to be taken to freezer camp, but I have not had time. I think that looks pretty. Yes, and that's actually going to be our home site, Miss Sandy. That's going to be that home site, and that's going to be our garden area. That's going to be the main area, and then we're going to branch off in different direction and in the directions that we want to go in as far as animals and everything else.
So we can have more of an idea after we get a location for a house, and then we'll be able to see the layout, just so we can find out, what direction it would be best to put this way, what direction would be best to put that way, rather than just go in there and say I'm putting chickens here, goats here, pig over here, we need to figure out our home site kind of first before we start just throwing animals everywhere, because then we might be in a big mess and be moving fences just to move fences to get a house in there, or build something, tractor trailer delivering trusses or something. You need room for them to turn around in there, and that pasture area is a little over an acre. It's about an acre and a quarter, acre and a half big. So it's
it's sufficient for what we want to do right now.
It's sufficient for right now, and then the bigger animals can go in the wooded areas where they'll thrive for eating. As in goat in the wooded area, they'll thrive in there, just from all the pine needles, the underbrush, the vines, all that stuff, the briars, that they'll eat it.
I've had about enough of vines. I am so sick of vines.
I mean,
every time
goats
I turn
and
around,
pigs will take
tangled
care of all that, and that'll be better, and it'll be cheaper doing that than buying a skid steer with a briar, a bush cutter on the front, one of them grinders in front of them, and to grind it all up.
Lily's Treasure Trove. My grandma said they used to burn the feathers off when she was little. Yes, my grandmother said the same thing. There's different ways that you can process them. She's actually the one that actually taught me how to process the chickens and the quails. I am super excited because I want some more quails. I really do. Those were some good eating. Is your grass still growing? Stephen, is the grass still growing
out there?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually a food plot.
It's actually a deer food plot. That's what they did for deer hunting. I mean, it's
the people who leased it before us actually made a nice, beautiful, green, luscious
pasture.
Pasture for us.
I hate to put a house in there and ruin it. That's what I hate to do it.
Yes, we watch Off Grid with Jake and Nicole too, and those are actually yurts, and we actually looked into a yurt, but
they want too much money for them things anymore. Everything went up so ridiculous in price. A yurt is a lot of money. Yeah, I don't think they're worth it.
I can't wait to see where their new location is.
I'm thinking it's Hawaii.
I think so too. But no, we follow Jake and Nicole off grid, and we actually enjoy watching them. They are actually we've
we
watched them
also
from the
watch
beginning.
we also watch Life Uncontained. I don't know if y'all watch them, but
They
Life
took
Life
two
they took 2 shipping containers
and made a home, and
and
it's
made a
beautiful.
home out of it. And it is, I mean, it's in good. I mean, it looks nice. I mean, but y'all need to check them out. But that's a pretty good channel. We subscribe to them and we watch them. um, and they're do everything off grid too. They have solar panels. They're off grid.
Y'all, we do not have a rooster in the house. If you hear a rooster, it's not in the house. It's actually my son has a little toy rooster and he won't quit pressing the button. So I'm sorry if y'all hear a rooster. We do not have roosters in our house. And it's nighttime.
Well, in here it ain't nighttime. The roosters don't think it's still daytime. All the lights.
There's no rooster in here.
I know.
Um yes, that actually would work. And I think actually in their shipping containers, the way they did it, they insulated it and everything, and they were sheetrocked, and it looks amazing. And I don't think they have a problem with their with it being too hot in there. But yeah,
Yeah, y'all
go check them out.
check Life Uncontained. They're on YouTube. They're a big channel.
They live out in Texas.
They live they grew up in Florida and they moved to Texas. That's basically.
And then Off Grid with Jake and Nicole is
they're in
Canada.
Canada, and they just
Yeah, they're all over the place now. We don't know. They went missing. No, I'm joking. They didn't go missing. They didn't go missing. Actually, yes, I will. I'll put their link.
They don't. What's Life Uncontained?
I'm gonna do both of them. Yeah, Life Uncontained.
Life Uncontained. They put one out about every. They put a video out about every 5 to 8 days. They'll put one video out. And they're a big channel, just like Jake and Nicole is, off grid. She's actually doing that right now. You check their channel out. Tell them Mrozinski Family Homestead sent you there, if you don't mind. You put a comment in their link and say that Mrozinski Family Homestead on YouTube sent us your direction to watch your videos. We would appreciate that. Thank you much.
All right, so I just linked their channel.
That's that one right there.
Which one is that one? Link. I just put it in there.
Oh, okay. What else? Who else we got in here?
I think that's pretty much it.
Hey, Dee's Homestead, I wanted to ask you a question.
Well, that's the question.
Well, I wanted him to answer me.
He knows you're listening.
Well, anyway, what kind of tractor do you have? I never got the name of it, and
We did watch the video. We
watched
watched
the videos, and I know it's a red tractor, but I thought it was a Massey Ferguson of some sort, but I didn't know, you know. And then I remember you saying some off the wall names, so I didn't know what kind of tractor it was, because it's a nice looking tractor you got. I don't know if it's just a deal, like a dealer near you, or if it's like a global, just like John Deere is all over the place. I didn't know if it was just a dealership by you with them tractors, or it's throughout the whole United States. I have two. You have a Kubota and a
Rural King.
The red one's a Royal King. How many horsepower is that? Off Grid North Country Farm. You can check our channel out. There's another Off Grid. Okay.
Yeah.
Send us your channel.
I got it.
You got it.
Yeah.
She's sitting here getting the channels, the new channels, so we can subscribe to them.
Yeah, if you have a channel, please link it in the chat box, and
We'll subscribe to it, watch the videos.
It.
We try to keep up on watching the videos, and we don't skip around on watching videos. If we're subscribed to somebody, we pretty much watch every video they put out there. I mean, at least in the evening before we go to bed, we'll watch 2 or 3 videos, and the next day it's same thing over and over again.
Is a Rural King, and it's a 55.
55 horsepower.
Are you seriously gonna buy a tractor? Is that what you're thinking about?
We need to have something. We don't got nothing but my muscles. That's it. A muscle and a 4-wheeler. I mean,
that, or they can let us know. I know they can let us know if they have a channel, and I will look them up. All right.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate everyone watching and enjoying our channel, and buy the tractor. You won't regret it. Okay, well, if you get the tractor, then I get my garden.
Hey, D, how about I trade you a 4-wheeler for the tractor?
Are you going to take the 4-wheeler all the way?
I'll even drive it to you.
I ain't going up there. It's too cold. She just thank you, Miss Cindy.
Buy the tractor if you want. You won't regret it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You can get you a tractor or backhoe, and I get my garden.
I still want to make a trip down there.
No trade. I need the tractor.
I know you do. No trade. Well, how about I borrow it? Can I borrow it? You got a gooseneck trailer to put a thing on? Definitely will not regret having a tractor.
My husband just got one a couple months ago. It was used one, but he's not regretting. And I bet you he's out there riding it around with a big grin on his face and like a kid.
What kind did he get?
Miss Sandy. These Homesteads is good. Darren's gonna have to come down and see us, and bring his tractor with him.
You can borrow a gooseneck. That's great.
My foot's asleep. It's a Ford.
It's a Ford. Okay.
Yeah, we have my
her grandfather that passed away a year and a half ago or so. He had a Ford tractor.
And it still runs.
It still runs.
My uncle takes very good care of it.
Her grandfather's got John Deere stuff, heavy equipment.
My other grandfather.
And yeah, the other grandfather. And then my brother-in-law, he's got a John Deere front end loader, tractor. But it's not I think it's only like 20 something horsepower. It's not a ginormous one.
All right. Scoot's in bed. All right, guys. We are
All right. Well, yeah, I think we're gonna
get off here.
Yeah, make it how much battery we get? I mean, our battery. Check our battery real quick.
Oh, we're almost there. All right, guys. We are gonna end this here
because the battery's getting low, and we've been on for over an hour, but we appreciate everybody coming in here, and we'll be doing this Sunday coming up.
Next Sunday.
Yeah. We kind of keep, every week Sunday evening. That's basically what we try to do, to stay on a consistent basis so we can keep in contact with everybody the best we can. So look forward to seeing you.
Hey, hang on one second. Hey, Tammy, did you have to put my address in, or did it automatically send it to my address? I'm asking because another person in this chat asked me that same question earlier. Oh, we got Central Illinois coming in now. But
we I don't know if we need to get off.
Yep. I have to All right, guys.
We got new people coming in, and we got. Let's see.
Oh, you put it in manually? Good. Okay. All right. We are going to get off here, though. I want to thank everyone for watching. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, share our content. Help us out any way you can. I did link our Amazon wish list in the chat, and it's also in the description. And thank you so much. We enjoy every last one of y'all. And thank y'all so much for watching, and y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.
We appreciate it. See y'all. Have a good night. See you next Sunday.